Is here for you with 6 News at 11.
Some people living in one Lansing apartment complex are hopeful for a change under new management. It is our top story tonight at 11. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sherry Jones. People in one South Lansing residence say they've been struggling for a while inside their cold apartments, and they're hopeful that improvements from new management will provide them with some warmer days ahead. Josh Sanchez is here for you now with residents who say they've been without heat now for several days.
Sherry, people living at the Marvin Gardens apartment complex in Lansing South Side say the last year has been plagued with maintenance issues going unheard. And now with cold nights ahead, some have had to turn their stovetops on just to keep warm. One man says it's just one of the many problems new management is tasked with fixing.
What about the children? They don't have no heater, and they're using the stove and the stove and the oven to heat, sir. I'm afraid they're going to get on fire somehow.
Alberto Mercado has lived at the Marvin Gardens apartments for more than a year. Since then, he says he's had issues with bugs, water damage on his walls and ceiling. Some of it even collapsed earlier this year.
The ceiling come down and they hit me in the head. I was sleeping on the couch, so I had to throw the couch out. This rug was water like a river.
As the temperatures drop, his biggest concern now is staying warm.
I had to buy me this jacket because the weather, I got broken bones, broken rib.
Mercado isn't the only one struggling to stay warm. Terry Catano has lived at the complex for 7 years. She says building upkeep was never this poor, but she is facing a cold reality that many of her neighbors shared with us.
It's supposed to be on in October and you should be able to feel some heat. We're still not feeling heat. We have to turn our ovens on and, leave the doors open to provide heat in the apartment.
City records show the complex has changed hands nearly 10 times over the last 20 years. But the newest owner, Simtab Management and Investment, says things are going to change. In a statement sent to 6 News, managing partner Brad Simtab says $4 million will go into renovation plans across 3 properties that were bought today. As for the heat, he says we purchased these properties on October 11, 2022 from Superior Management Systems. We were unaware the boiler was out of order at the time of closing. Catano says new employees have already made her feel like some changes ahead.
I do have hope that this company will do something good for us.
Now, Simtab tells me a repair team was sent out earlier today and expects the heat to be back on around midnight. Sherry?
Thank you, Josh.